Belly of the beast. Do you see that? I'm flipping cool as anything, I am. Not bad at all. And now we're in. This is what the Horn One's insides look like.
Blimey.
Blimey, and Dalaran's really in here somewhere?
Yes.
Indeed he is. We believe he is performing a certain ceremony in order to unleash the Horn One's true power, with which he intends to restore Allegoria to its former glory. And we best get in there and give the swab a clobbering before he can finish up. Mornstar should be able to deal just as much damage to the monsters in here as it can to the Horn One. So I suggest you make good use of it, Evan. I will. Alright, Dalaran's design. We're finding just right buttons along the way. Oh, there's a tripdoor, huh?
Crikey!
There's only a flippin' tripdoor by here. Fancy that, eh?
Hmm?
Really? In here?
Huh?
Who puts a tripdoor in the belly of an impossibly ancient evil being?
Well.
Horn One was Allegoria's kingmaker. As such, it was an integral part of that kingdom. The intertwining of their energies could perhaps have given rise to such an anomaly.
Huh.
Well, whatever the reason, I'm not about to look a gift horse in the mouth. I think we'll let us come back here anytime we like.
Yeah!
Seems like somebody somewhere is looking out for us. Okay. Now I'll travel to the bowels of the beasts. Door, and there's also a chest down here. With some hellish wonder water. The creepiest thing about this is not encountering any monsters yet. Dark crystal we have discovered. Oh, this is interesting. Interesting insides here. What Allegoria used to look like. A very beautiful place, actually. I see you hiding over there, chest. I see you hiding over there. Oh, it used to be in the air, in the sky or something? Because there's another one over there, and oh, interesting. This is a cool area. I'm glad they didn't make it all creepy like. They just kind of made it look very, very beautiful. As I obtain a pebble. Is this a city? What the heck is going on? Could this be Allegoria? Did we somehow find our way into the dimension that swallowed it up? I think not. I believe what we're seeing is Dalaran's desires given form. This is not Allegoria. It is a memory of Allegoria as it once was. So none of this is real?
Oi!
Hey, look, there's some kind of castle over there. Hey, it's better than walking through intestines, I guess. I'll be where Dalaran's doing his funny business. I'd put money on it, mun. Can I jump onto these, No, I didn't think so. So can I jump onto these buildings? Oh, another cutscene, really? Did we need another cutscene? Ugh, not again.
Roland!
Roland, are you alright? We're gonna find out what's going on with Roland now. I'm fine. Something is far from right here. I can read his thoughts. Such a pleasure to welcome visitors to my realm. Though many souls have joined me here, you are the first to do so willingly. Dalaran, we won't let your plan succeed. We're going to stop you. Especially because you've ripped off... not Skeletor, I was going to say Skeletor. Serpentor! You've ripped off Serpentor's luck, and we're going to stop you because we got copyrights to protect here. Of course you are. Try as you might, boy, you cannot even hope to touch me. I look forward to seeing you suffer. And he's gone. Pah! Ha! Old Snakeface may talk a good game, but he's all a quiver at us having made it this far. You mark me words. Alright, let's get moving. We can't let any more souls be stolen. There's another trapdoor. Make sure there's no hidden chests around here. Or anything like that. Or hidden guilders, as the case may be. Where's that trapdoor at? Here it is. Well, city trapdoor. Aha! Aha! I was like, there's gotta be something over here, right? There is Sprite Fire Silk. And there is one of these chests, which I can now unlock, finally, and get a gloomy, spiteful staff. That might, well, it's cursed, so, which makes sense, I guess. Usually when it says gloomy or something like that, it's cursed. Ooh, what is that? What is this? This appears to be tainted. Reach out and touch it. Yes? Well, wait a minute. Before we reach out and touch that, maybe I should save the game. There's probably another one over there, right? Yeah, looks like there's another one over there. Let's save the game. Oh, I can't save it. Of course I can't. Of course I can't. I think they give you like a little save slate around here or something. Alright, let's reach out and touch it and see what happens. I'm pretty high level. Oh, it's a teleport?
Come on!
Oh, it's a... okay. I got it. It just puts us right into a battle. Into one of these battles. Got it. Okay. I thought it might do something like this. And I was correct. I do not relish in being correct. This guy is... oh, okay. Alright, let's see if I can get a little help there. Get him knocked down a little bit. No, this guy's not too bad. I just need to get some good shots in on him. Oop, okay. Somehow he hit me with a rock when I'm down here.
Make yourselves useful.
Yeah. He's barely hitting me for any damage, honestly. Alright. Yeah, we got a bunch of players, a bunch of party members leveled up for that, so that's good. Oh, I see. Alright. So I have to kill 4 of them just to get that door open, which I figured that this would be something like that, huh? Saint's Mantle. That might be good for Evan, who hasn't had a wardrobe change in a while. Dark Proof Saint's Mantle. Ooh, it's dark proof. Yes. Yes. That is what I'm talking about. Alright, so that's basically what we gotta do. We'll take on these bosses, which is cool. I like that they're not cheaping out on me, at least. Like they did with the outside there, I guess. Crystal appears to be tainted. Reach out and touch it. Yes. I wonder if they're all going to be level 65.
Prepare to be boarded.
Well, this one's level 65. Yeah, these things I hate, because the one that I can't kill in the overworld is one of these things. I've had so much trouble with the level 69 one. I forgot to mention that too. I've been taking on a lot of these tainted monsters off camera too, so Keep shooting it. Oh, see, that's the one that's out, like the level 69 one of these that's out in the world has this thing where it just like one-shots my entire team, which is what's been giving me problems with him. This guy is going down a lot faster though than him, so that's good. Ah, you got me. Congratulations. Congratulations, you shot me. Go ahead and knock him down. There we go. I haven't used any of my powers yet. Oh, I leveled up too. Nice. Finally used my power to knock him down. Should have did that earlier. Instead of crystal robes. Well, are they better than the other ones I just gave Evan? No. No, they're not. The Wolfsbane mail that we created is actually better than the Blazeproof Warlord's armor that he's got on. Huh. Well, that's a thing. I guess I'm gonna swap you out for the Wolfsbane mail, huh? Okay. Sure. Head scratch. Okay. Oh, was there a chest or something back here? No, okay. Just wanted to make sure real fast they're not hiding more things on me. I know they're hiding a little thing over there. And there's a dead guy up here. What do you have to say for yourself? Today I shall prepare fruity fried rice and mush kebabs. My children's favorites. Okay, yeah, so that's some of the souls I guess were gathered from the world as I gather pebbles. And not fruity pebbles either. Hard wearing wool. Gotta be something back here. Yeah, I was gonna say there's gotta be something back in these areas. What is that? Woe begone cotton. Okay. Alright, there's the door. Get through there. Grab the dark crystal. And there's a... Aha! Save spot over here. Yes, we will save our progress so far, and you'll get to see that I've been playing for 70 hours. 70 and a half hours, actually. In case you were wondering. Especially those of you on YouTube who are probably like, hey, only like 20 episodes, dude. Like, what the hell? How's that 70 hours? It is. Get an inkling of how much I've actually cut out. Let's grab all the things, friends. I have to. Can't help myself. And if I don't end up using them. Gold nuggets. There's gold in them there rooftops. So jump down here. Excellent. And take on this battle. Yeah, alright, one of these things. Which is completely fixated on me for some reason. The only problem with these is that they tend to fix... Oh! They tend to fixate on whatever character I'm controlling and not one of the other characters. And then they just kind of stand around and don't actually attack. See how my guys are just standing around, they're not actually attacking? This is the problem with these kind of bosses here for some reason. I don't know why, but I've seen that happen a couple times now. Oh, come on with that. Alright.
You're welcome.
That one's down. Flurby Saf. There's also another deadhead over there that we should probably talk to. Doloran is a youthful king, but one whose bond with his kingmaker is strong and deep. Indeed, it is the strength of this bond that ensures that Allegoria remains at peace, even as war rages elsewhere. So there was wars going on outside the realm. They were looking down upon, probably, because they're up in the sky. He chose not to participate, and then, nonsense happened. That's where came in here at, I think. Dark crystal that I missed before. And another pebble. Been a while since we talked to Pebble Guy. Now there is a chest. I think it's over this way. Yep, there it is. And a savior tier. Nice. Alright, one more to take on.
Have at ye dogs!
And the water one. Well, they don't really give you any chance to get situated, do they?
Wait! Grab this! Don't let me down!
Ooh, let me go grab that. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. And good night. Didn't even finish up my superpower. And we got some gaudy galoshes.
Flippin' heck!
Hey, presto, they're open. Time to take on Doloran at last. Ah. Roland.
Roland!
Roland, are you alright?
Roland!
Oi, not now, of all times, Kershi, Roland.
Huh? I'm home?
Daddy!
Huh? You're okay.
Daddy, I was so scared.
You're safe now. I'll protect you.
Will you? Really? I'm sorry. It's a little late for that.
Well, that wasn't creepy or anything. He's awake. Phew. Roland, can you stand? What? What happened?
I...
The blackness engulfed you again. Then you fell down just like that. You had me worried. I thought your soul had been stolen. Sorry, everybody. I'm okay now. Let's move. The haze rising from Roland's body. I sense a certain power in it. A power I've felt before. But where? Possibly in a galaxy far away? Darth Roland. We have to stop Dalaran before it's too late. All these stairs. He's got a... I mean, that's the perfect ploy for an arch villain, right? It's like, make your enemy, make the goody two shoes climb a bunch of stairs, so by the time they get to you, they're so tired you could just like vanquish them easily. Dalaran must be in here.
Aye.
Aye, that he must, lad. And let me fist our fair itching to clobber the cur. This will probably be our last big battle, huh? Time to put our best foot forward. Travel door and a save point and all. Let's hit the travel door first. Allegoria Castle tripdoor. Let's just see. You won't let me walk off the beaten path, huh? I was gonna say, there's gotta be like a chest or something out there. No. Sadly, no. Everybody up to speed. Let's save our game. As we do. Whoop. 70 hours and 38 minutes. And in we go. Ooh, that is... I mean, heard of water, but having mercury rivers in your castle? Probably not good for your health. Probably not good for your health at all. God, what's wrong with me? Getting darker and darker. It's gonna be 90 doors. Are we get smarting this?
Look!
Serpentor!
You have done well to make it so far.
That's enough, Dalaran!
This ceremony ends here and now.
Does it indeed? You mean that you do not share my vision, Roland? A vision of a better world? A pity. I had hoped that you, of all people, would understand.
Roland!
What did you do to me?
Me? Why, nothing at all. You have the Horned One to thank for this. It means to protect you, for if harm comes to either one of us, it comes to the other also.
What? We're psychically linked, really? Or souls linked?
You and Roland are... You are...
Yes, Leander. You see it now. See what others must be shown.
Well, I mean, you look a lot better now than having that snake around you.
Dalaran! I'm...
Do you see? We are connected. We are the same. Defeat me, and you defeat yourself.
Alright, fine. Just stand there and let me defeat you then.
He is correct, I am afraid. There are those in your world whose souls are inextricably linked with the souls of those in this one. The more power he has gained, the stronger his effect on you has become. This proves the connection.
How can this... What does it mean?
It means you face a dilemma, boy. You have no choice but to join me, Roland. You know it, deep in your heart.
Oh, I have a choice, all right. I always have a choice. I'm a president, a king. And from the day I took my throne, I knew that if it came to it, if it would help my people, I would gladly give my life.
No! What?
Besides, if I can't kill you, you can't kill me either, right? If I die, you die.
Very true. Which is why, if you will not join me, I must banish you instead to a dimension where you will no longer be a danger to either of us.
Of course. I think I see now why I was brought here.
Please, enlighten us.
Your country, Allegoria, it was destroyed. And my country was destroyed too. You and I are the same. Two kings, with no kingdoms left to rule. So we were given a chance. One last chance to save our homes. But don't you see? The kingdom the Horned One has given you, it's not really the place you once ruled. I'm going to make you see. I'm going to defeat the Horned One and remind you who you really are.
Who I really am. You think you know me? You know nothing!
Enlighten me.
You will delay my plans no longer.
Doloran the Arcane, ruler of a Revenant realm.
I will prevail. My deepest desire will be fulfilled at last. Die!
No.
You cannot hope to win.
Oh, they're having a lovely conversation that I can't read because there's too much going on here.
Die! Your tail ends here.
Oh, wow, okay, that was a thing? Oh. Oh, okay. Keep shooting in the back, I guess.
Make yourselves useful.
I'm guessing dark magic doesn't work that well on this guy.
You cannot hope to win.
Don't let me down.
Die!
Oh, I could really use a one of those big power-ups, Lofty, any day now. It'd be really great.
All right.
Prepare to suffer. You cannot hope to win.
Alright, we're gonna take some health there. Let's heal up Evan and Batu as well while we're at it. Damn. Shoot the bastards.
Don't let me down.
Up.
Make yourselves useful.
There we go. Shoot him in the face. That's the way to do it. My powers are not sufficient. It seems I underestimated you.
Forward!
Or I'm gonna disappear, huh? Yep.
What in the...
Is it over?
Whoa!
Transmission from Zip. It sounds like the souls are returning. We did it. Only just perhaps, but we did it.
Tidy!
Mission flippin' accomplished. Not bad, you lot. Not bad at all. But it's not over yet. We need to do something about the horned one. Till it's gone for good, nobody's safe. Allegoria. We're going to do a slow walk, my friends. And tell Serpentor what we think of him. There's no turning back after this. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes.
You're finished, Dalaran. Your plan has failed.
He'll never rule the world. Never!
Rule the world? You have read too many fairy tales, boy. The world was never my prize.
What?
It was a beautiful place, my home. A realm of peace and prosperity. I was the king of Allegoria. A young man handed the crown too soon. None loved my realm more than I, but I was conceited, arrogant. Our kingmaker was a being known as Alessandra.
Alessandra was the kingmaker.
In strengthening our bond, I committed the greatest of all sins. I fell in love. And love between king and kingmaker is an offense against the will of the gods. As punishment, she was cursed to spend the rest of her days in the guise of the Horned One and cast along with Allegoria into another dimension. And so, I vowed to bring her back. She and my beloved kingdom. I set out to acquire all the king's bonds of our world, that I might use their combined power to reawaken Alessandra.
How did you know that was even possible?
The guise of the Horned One, you said. I take it the creature we see is but an outer shell within which Alessandra lies trapped. If so, The strength of the King's bonds might serve to reach that which lies dormant deep within, to reconnect King and Kingmaker, and free her of her prison.
It is as you say. If Alessandra can be revived, Allegoria may yet rise from the ashes. And I shall have regained my beloved and my kingdom both. Now you know what it is I seek.
He had just come out and said that like 70 hours ago, and we would have been more than happy to help.
Roland, if my realm were to be restored, yours too might return. You would be reunited with your family, with your son. Surely you would join me if such an outcome were your reward.
He can't! He won't! Not that way! Just because you would do anything to bring a loved one back, it doesn't mean you should.
What is happening to me?
That horrible black stuff comes from the Horned One, you know. Dollar and Bayer's just been channeling it, like. But it looks like it's finally getting the better of him. That Tory was infected by it from the start.
I will restore them. I must. Alessandra! Allegoria! Both shall live again!
You'd really do that? You'd destroy whole countries, steal countless souls, just to get what you want? You think that's love? Then you don't deserve to love. And you sure as hell don't deserve to be a king.
You would defy me. You are me. We want the same thing. You wish to be reunited with those you love, just as I do.
No, it's not that simple.
My crimes will be more than outweighed by the revival of Allegoria, by the return of all that has been lost. Rise, beloved kingdom! Live again!
We're gonna have to face a Kingmaker, aren't we?
Alessandra, my love, you are free at last!
She looks a bit pissed.
What is the meaning of this? You are not my Alissa! But if she is truly lost, what will become of Allegoria? What will become of me?
I do not understand. So that wasn't her?
No.
No, I sense the same darkness as before. I fear it is merely the Horned One unleashed. Which begs the question, where is Alessandra? Never mind that, ye addle-brained swabsy. What about that there tear in the very skies themselves? Damn it all. You see how the edges were crumbling? If we can't close it up somehow, the whole world could be sucked inside. We need to close it. We need to beat that thing. Think you can fly us up there, Lofty? What are you saying, Mun? Of course I flippin' can. Come on, Evan. Let's get up there and give old horny boy a piece of our minds. Suppose we did go to all the trouble restoring Mornstar. It would be a shame not to use it. Mornstar? The very sword over which Alessandra and I swore our pact so long ago? Huh, which might explain why it's the only thing that can penetrate the Horde One's defenses. Alright everyone, come on, it's time to defeat the Horde One and return peace to our world. But first we'll have a little walk around. Well, this is... okay. We can't walk all the way around, it's just we're walking through a painting now.
Thanks.
I don't know why, but I just couldn't bring myself to tell him he was wrong. But you could. Guess that's why you're the king in this whole equation. We're just gonna chat about it, huh? So Dora was tainted by this stuff too, huh? No wonder he went crazy. Wait, so was the whole of Allegoria tainted too? No, now's not the time to be thinking about that. We got a final showdown to focus on. Yeah, I'm guessing they don't really have much to say. Much of interest to say anyway. You have anything to say? Alisa, why? Yeah, of course. Alright, let's just go do our thing.
Oi!
If you want to stand a chance of beating the Horde One, you'll need to use Mornstar, you know? The Sword of Unity. Don't go rushing in like a pranny with some other weapon, whatever you do. But you knew that already, ain't it? Right. You ready to do this? To arms.
Boosh, get in!
There's eager you are. Let's get this show on the road then. The Horde One won't know what's hit him. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to do this as Evan, huh? Because he's the only one who can use Mornstar.
Everybody all right?
I think so. Where are we?
The Horned One, King Breaker. Had King Makers, now we got a King Breaker.
Come on!
Some ancient magic.
Oh, I'm doing damage to him, okay. Cool.
Yes, but come over by here when you get a chance, Seven Man. I've got a bit of lofty magic to lend you.
Oh, okay. I gotta hold down A for him? So he's gonna be like the whatever they call it, the Niggle, King Niggle, or whatever they are. Alright, come on. Come on, Lofty, do your thing. Okay. While they keep him busy. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Finally, Lofty, you came in useful. Ooh. Ooh, that's smart. I like how he's level 72 and I'm level 70. We're just... Oh, now he's protected. Alright. Alright, so I guess Evan's gotta use his thing. Yeah, Evan's using his thing right now.
Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Brace yourself. I reckon things are about to get hairy.
Okay, he's got these things. Ouch, ouch. Oh no, we're still doing damage to him. Okay. It doesn't matter. shoot him in the face. There we go.
Coming out of his chest.
Oh, we gotta. Okay, we got these things going here. I don't know how much I actually need Lofty to give me a big boost here, but I'm just gonna keep doing it anyway. Ow. Yeah, he's barely hurting me that much, actually. Like a ton of... Ooh, okay, that's a thing. Alright, Lofty, now's the time. Alright, that didn't do much just yet. Some of that going. Yeah, that dark magic is not really doing anything. Well, he's charged up again. He's fired up again. Ow. Yeah, like I said, the damage that he's doing is pretty superficial. To all of us, honestly. Well, they did a lot of damage that time. Just beat on him. Just beat on him, beat on him, beat on him. Okay, Lofty, where you at? There. Oh, okay. Oh, get out of that. Lofty, any day now. Any day now, friend. Oh, I hate how this changing of the camera angle. I get that it's to make it easier to see what's going on, but it's making it really difficult to see what angle I'm at. Doing lots of damage, but still not quite there yet. Shoot them though. Get Lofty powered up again, just in case. Just in case it helps. Charging up again. Oh, oh, okay, that time. Oh wow, he gave me like an instant boost here. Lofty's gonna get his final form at some point here, I imagine. Oh wow, I'm not losing any power from this juice up that we got. There it is. There it is. Oh, here's Lofty in his form. Normal form.
It's now or never.
Alessandra, is it really you?
It is, my love. But you did not free me from within the Horned One.
Hmm?
The Horned One was not born of the wrath of the gods as you had thought. I wanted to be with you. I wanted it so much that I gave up the power of the Kingmaker.
What?
Once freed, that vast, insatiable power gave rise to a monster. The Horned One.
No.
Do you know how Kingmakers are born? They are born when a soul is sacrificed in order that a great power may be tamed. In unbinding my soul, I unleashed that power. By abandoning it, I committed an unforgivable crime. A crime for which I was punished.
So you have not returned to me?
Forgive me, my love. I am that which sealed away the Horned One's power. Only through my sacrifice could the power which poured forth from him be contained.
Then, by unleashing him, I have undone what good you wrought.
No, my love. For a great evil has left the world. The Horned One is defeated. And so, my role in containing him has come to an end. My soul can be at peace, at long, long last. Thank you for never ceasing to love me. We will meet again, dear heart. Not in this world, but somewhere, someday. Goodbye, my love, my Doloran. Goodbye.
Alyssa, no. Not yet! Alyssa!
Guess I should have figured out by now that Doloran is Roland backwards, huh? Probably should have known that earlier. Or figured it out earlier. Or, well, actually, it's Roland. It's a mashup of Roland, basically. Not backwards, but you know what I mean.
Alessandra is no more. Allegoria will not rise again. All that I have loved is lost. Roland, tell me, what great wrong did I do to deserve this? Was it in surrendering to love that I erred? Or in accepting a crown of which I was not worthy?
You did no wrong. You just did what you could to keep your love for Alessandra alive and save your kingdom. That's life. People do what they can, try to live as best they can. And then the tide of history comes and sweeps them all away. My country was swept away too. I tried to stop it. Tried to prevent the war that would end it all. But you can't hold back the tide. And so it rolled in.
I have an idea. Why don't we make a new Allegoria?
A what?
Huh?
If it can't be brought back, I mean. We can build a new one instead.
We're going to rename Evermore Allegoria because that would be a much better name.
A new one?
We did it. We built a new kingdom from nothing. A kingdom where everyone could live happily ever after. It was small at first, but it grew and grew, and thanks to its wonderful people, it eventually became a great nation. You can do the same, Doloran.
You truly think this possible?
Maybe that's why I was brought here. The country Evan and I built together, it changed things for you, Doloran. For this whole world. No one needs to be a slave to the past anymore. Now we can look to the future.
Evan Petty-Whisker Tildrum. You are yet young, but you are a great king indeed.
You really think so?
I will start afresh. I will build a new kingdom. For the sake of my departed subjects. For the sake of my beloved.
Hear, hear!
Evan?
We come before you today to make a solemn oath in the presence of all our peoples.
United we stand as one single land.
One area where they skipped on the animation was right at the very end there with the crowd. And he's going back to his world, huh? So it's time, huh?
Hey!
There you are, Roland. Is it... Are you?
Hey.
And here I was hoping you wouldn't have to see this. Looks like this is goodbye. I guess it's about time I was heading back home. You're not going to stay here with me? Doesn't look that way. I can feel it. It's pulling me back. But your world is... Yeah, before I came here, I watched it be destroyed. And maybe returning to nothing but death and despair. I know that. But whatever is waiting for me, I'll be able to face it. I built this kingdom with you. If I could do that, I can do anything. You taught me a lot, Evan Petty-Whisker Tildrum. I won't forget. Not ever. Roland.
Well, Evan, see you around.
Goodbye, Roland.
Evan?
Oh, finally get to meet the curious boy, huh?
Who are you? I think you know.
You're King Ferdinand, aren't you? You've been helping me all along.
Yes and no. I am Ferdinand. But it's really you who's been helping me.
What?
Everything I've told you, you told me first.
I don't understand.
This is going to sound strange, but I can send my mind through time. It's a gift I've had since I was born.
Yeah, I kind of think I liked you better as the eHarmony representative, but okay, whatever.
And using it to visit you seemed like the obvious thing to do. I mean, who wouldn't want to find out what his famous father was like as a child?
Father?
Yeah, I kind of figured that too.
Yes, you are my father, and I am your son.
What?
I promised that I would live up to your legendary achievements, but before I could do that, I had to see them for myself. The things I said to you, those words of wisdom, they were all yours.
But Ferdinand lived long ago. He...
I'm afraid that was just Bodley's little joke. She's no historian, you see. She's a seer. She didn't tell you what had happened. She told you what was going to happen. About how I would become the first king to unite the whole world.
So you did? I mean, you will?
Yes, you started it all by uniting the 5 great realms. But there were plenty of others. Smaller perhaps, but realms just the same. Each with its own particular problems. Poverty, war, and any number of other things. None of them easy to solve. But solve them you did. One by one by one.
And you?
Yes, I carried on what you started. And in the end, I finished it.
I come before you, a true king at last. I, Ferdinand, have brought together the peoples of every nation under the heavens. The great work my beloved father began is finally complete, and the world stands united under a single banner. I hereby swear, in the name of King Evan, to safeguard this hard-won peace, for as long as I shall live.
And with that, my promise to Nella was fulfilled at long, long last.
Well, there you have it, friends. Ni no Kuni 2, A Revenant Kingdom. I like the ending. I like how they wrapped it up. I had a feeling that that kid was from the future. I think I even mentioned it at one point. Honestly, I think Roland got the short shrift on this one. Like, I like how they finally integrated his story, but I like how he was sort of the, one half of Doloran and all that stuff. I think that worked out okay. I think what I would have liked to have seen is Roland actually go back to his world, or just like one more short peek and be like, everything's working out there. You know what I mean? Like, I had a feeling that they would leave it on a cliffhanger, Like, you don't really need to know what happened to Roland because they're in a happy mode and you don't want to switch over to like a despair mode. But I feel like they could have shown him sort of walking away from the ruins or whatever, finding some people on the road and saying, let's go and to that next hill over yonder and make this work, kind of thing. I feel like they also sort of put Roland's, like they start out with Roland's story and then they put it on hold for 70 hours and then didn't come back to it until like the very end. Like they, you know, these guys know that he came from another world, but they never questioned it. They never really like, you know, they never really expanded upon it. They never, he was very, very forgiving about the whole like, oh, I'm here now, I guess I'm just going to make the best of it. You know, he was never, there was not enough like, hey, I wonder what's going on at home, or, you know, I feel like that was, they started out with probably the shallowest part of the story and just never went beyond that. You know, it was kind of a weird way to start. It was a exciting way to start out, but also a weird thing to just kind of put on the back burner and just say, all right, well, this is now Evan's story, you know? I also don't like the idea that, well, I mean, obviously they're going to put me back into the kingdom again, but only now can I expand the kingdom up to its next level and all that stuff, like having to do it after the main quest is over. I don't like that idea, but I guess that's what they did to try to pad out, you know, so you come back for more, I guess, I suppose. So I can kind of see the decision on that, but at the same time, I don't really think that was a good idea. They really, really were shoving the whole you're leading armies into battle thing down your throat in this game, and it would be okay if it was actually a good mechanic, but the mechanic as it is in the game just is boring and dry and just not very well fleshed out, you know? Like, you've got all the action that you can get out of the game, you've got, you know, some quests and things, and then they kind of, I like the kingdom building I really liked, and the regular action RPG I really liked, but that part just felt like one too many things that they threw in there. It felt like it was not rewarding at all, you know. And honestly, once I figured out that the levels that they were showing me on the map were the levels of my character not needed to be in order to do that skirmish, and not the levels of the army, then I basically went off camera. I went from like level 17 armies to level 44 armies and just wrecked faces, as you saw at the very end there. So that was very weak. The side quests in this game, boy, I feel like The Witcher 3 really changed my perspective on side quests. Like, the side quests in this game are terrible. They're about as boring as can be. Those of you who've watched this on the YouTubes know that I have cut out a ton of side quests. There was like over 150 side quests. I cut out almost every one of them because they were all either fetch quests, go kill a monster, or fetch three things, fetch one thing, fetch three things, kill a monster, one of those things. They were boring as hell. They were not fun to do at all. And so I just said, screw it, I'll just do that on my own, and I won't drag you guys through that. As far as I wonder if they're going to have like more story here or something. Let me hold on for a second here and see what happens. Oh, here we go.
We'll be arriving at the World Unification Summit shortly, Mr. President. Thanks. You seem happy. Not really. We still have a mountain to climb. I can't imagine convincing all the nations of the world to sign up to this will be easy. It's never been done before, I guess, but if you could pull it off, wow. Oh, it's been done all right.
Really?
Sure. In a little country a long, long way from here.
And I obtained a set of robes of unity. So I guess they did some time travel there as well, I guess. When Roland went back to when Roland went back to reality, everything was restored there. Oh. All right, well that's cool. I'm glad that they at least gave him a happy ending too. That's kind of what I was angling for there. Make a completed game save. You'll start again after fighting Dalaran. Sure. And we'll do that on this one here. Save slot 4. Yes. And there's a star on that one. I assume they'll put me back in the kingdom, right? Or they'll put me right here. Alright, so let's get load up that save, and I'll finish my thoughts here. Oh, they're gonna put me back in here. So I thought, how are you supposed to do it if you've... Oh, so I guess I just, from here on out, I have to... Can I like, because they say in the things that once you finish the game you can... Wait a minute here. Belly of the Beast. If I go back to Evermore, what happens besides having research topics here and a lot of money? So do I have more citizens available to me? Because I'm supposed to have more citizens available to me, from what I understand. Let's do a quick check of the. Oh yeah, there's more tasks here. It's a lot more tasks. And then let's go check this guy, because he this whatever guy, this taskmaster guy, because I've been going back to him trying to find if there's more people to join our kingdom, and there weren't.
Welcome to Swift Solutions.
We got trade tokens. Got new citizens? No. Okay, that's weird, but there are more tasks, so I'm guessing that there's going to be more people to recruit then. Let's actually see what the map looks like here. Yeah, because there were more things to do in Evermore, which weren't there before. So, okay. So I guess this is where you can get more people in here and then get a level 5 kingdom and all that stuff. But to finish my thoughts, so the game was fun. The side quests were just a pain in the neck. It feels like they balanced the game based entirely on you not really doing all the side quests. Like, they balanced it based on you doing maybe a third of them, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just that I feel like it didn't give them enough fire under their butts to make good side quests. Like, the side quests were just terrible. They were just not fun. It was just fetch quest after fetch quest after destroy this after destroy that, and nothing. The stories behind it, like when you think of the side quest, you think like, here's like a good extra story that I can participate in, and it'll be fun, and it'll you know, I'll get some rewards for it, but the reward is also going to be in getting some story. I ended up skipping so much of the dialogue in those things because they were all repeats of one another. every time you wanted to get another citizen, they were all like, oh, I kind of really want to do this and do that. And, oh, I could do that in your city. Oh, that's great. But you got to do this for me. It's like, it was so repetitious that it just got old and just, I wanted to get through it just to get through it more than anything else. And that was the really sucky part of it. I mean, this is certainly a game where, and I guess because I ground out so many side quests like I normally do, I basically broke the balance of the game. I made it so that everything in the main quest line was just a piece of cake. Some of the things on outside of the quest line, some of the challenges are not, but you know, you see I'm like level 70. I think I leveled up to level 70 during that battle. So it's just yeah. It feels like there was a time box in there somewhere that they were rushed for time and they just kind of did a few half-baked things just to kind of pad it out. Like they were clearly looking for, we need to have at least 40 hours. And so they're like, well, let's just pad it out with a bunch of content that's like throwaway. And then on top of that, it was, a lot of the dialogue was like, all right, let's just get it over with now. Like, it was so overblown. It was like, you know exactly what path the dialogue is going to take before it even begins, and they drag it out amongst like 10 or 20 different back and forth menus. It's like come on, just say what you're going to say and shove off, right? It's like I liken it to reading the Lord of the Rings, right? I never got through the Lord of the Rings books because they spent entire chapters describing 20 different shades of leaves, and I'm like, all right, that's fine. It's okay if you can spend some time describing all these different leaf types, but make sure you tell me why I should care while you're doing it. Because if you convince me that I should care about it, then I'll deal with it. If I'm not convinced, then I'm just going to skip it, and that's basically what I did with a lot of those things. I just kept skipping through them real fast because it just, I mean, like how many, it just dragged it out with some of the dialogue. It's no wonder they didn't have voice actors do all the dialogue, because they drug it out so much that you need voice actors for 2 months to do it. So that's my opinion on that. I feel like they could have been far more concise in a lot of that stuff, but otherwise I liked the action RPG of it. I liked the RPG elements. I like I like that most of the time all the swords that I collected and all the weapons I collected were very good. They had definitive power-ups for me along the way. I like the kingdom building. I hated the skirmishes. I don't think I'm the only one who hates the skirmishes. I assume that a lot of people did. I think they were just bolted on and they were just annoying, and someone at the very end was like, someone was really hard up for those skirmishes because they just kept throwing more and more at you towards the end here, and it's like, I don't want more of these. They suck. They sucked from the first time you introduced them, and they suck now. It was novel, but now it is not. The way you implemented it is not novel. So if you want to be a real-time strategy game, be a freaking real-time strategy game. Don't be this weird mishmash of just change the formation of your units and hold down the X button. And oh, by the way, don't ever do one without buffing up your people, because that's just stupid to do it, to not do it, because you're just giving yourself pain for no benefit at that point. And the rewards from them were so paltry as to not be even worth it to do it. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. It's been a great game. I may very well do like a little bonus episode maybe where I go through the final Dreamer's Door. I do want to say though, if I go under library here, so here's the Citizen Almanac. You can see all the citizens I have. I don't have Citizen 33, whoever that's supposed to be. That's 1 I don't have. That's 2, number 75. 3, number 84. 4 is 99. 5, 100. 6, 101. And 7, 103. So that's 7 citizens I don't have. You can have 103 total. So that's where we stand there. And then as far as the tainted monsters go, I have found 47 out of 50. A lot of these, this one, I had some problems with. It was found, this one was in Nazca, which is the area that we just unlocked. That's the area in the center of the world where all the baddies were that we were just doing. I think, and then these I have not found yet. Storm is the one that keeps giving me a big problem. That's the one in Far-Flung Cape that was just like one-shotting my entire party just randomly. These other ones I can look up online and probably do them, so I'll probably do those, and we'll finish up all the tainted monsters. And I think they unlock like 5 more tainted monsters or something that are like super leveled up, but I may or may not deal with them. We'll see how that goes. Some vital statistics. Here's a time played and how many guilders we've earned. We've opened 405 treasure chests, 392 pieces of equipment dropped by monsters, almost 3,000 foraged items, and how many jumps we've made, how much distance we've walked, almost 200 miles, and only like 60 miles by zipline. 24 Higgledies befriended. That's not by any stretch of imagination anywhere close to how many are in there. Number of correct Higgledy Stone offerings is 22 out of those. And any encounters in the field and so on and so forth. Damage inflicted. Big hit summoned. Higgledies cooked up to Higglery. I haven't cooked any Higgledies up because why would I? I got the ones that just work, really. Scurvy Sky Vipers are the most used military unit because they were just that darn good once you level them up. And number of times I've seen the ending, 1. I guess they'll track that now. Higgledy Almanac, Citizen Almanac completion, 93%, and all those things. The Leaf Book, which I have never even looked at. You can see all the various pictures and things that I don't care at all for. But there you go. In case you were wondering, I've now officially opened the Leaf Book and examined everything. So there you go. Yeah. So that's where we stand on this, friends. So like I said, there may be a follow-up little bonus episode, but otherwise, I am finished with Ni no Kuni 2, A Revenant Kingdom. Overall, liked it, but it has its problems. If it ever comes out with any DLC, I will probably play that. But until then, thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next series.